crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. From 41 Sabre Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. Coming up, Game 1 of the World Series on MLB theSHOW. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Mets. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Siggy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound today, Ty Rodriguez. What do you have on him?
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Ready to go here in Game 1. Now it's the shortstop. So we're underway in Game 1 of the World Series. Outside corner, there's a strike. Green looking for the K. Good challenge, thought that was a ball.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That's a ball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Registers the punch out and hits 101.
With that kind of velocity. An elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Rodriguez ready to work, facing a hitter that's in the MVP conversation.
Yeah, Boog, the margin for error is razor thin. One mistake and he'll make you pay. It's that simple.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. On the ground to short. Weatherholt sends it to first. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. You're watching the World Series on the show. Rodriguez digging in. Big-time pitcher, so he better have a plan, Siggy. Otherwise, it's a short trip.
Yeah, Boogie's just got to pick a pitch and go. No guessing, no hesitation.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throws to second. It's low and gets away. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
Oh, that's just an unacceptable error right there. Just kind of lackadaisical and then getting it back into the infield. And they're really no excuse for that. Turned a simple single into a runner in scoring position now.
Man at second. Runner takes off for third. Called strike three. For the third, he's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Now a step off to third, and he's back in there. Two outs and a runner at third here in game one of the World Series. Line drive, base hit. And the Mets score first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Ball one, no strikes.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game one. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike. The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling starters earlier, making a strong bullpen essential for a championship team.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Clips the corner, and that is strike one.
Yeah, I think with starting pitchers, they're not going as deep in the postseason because managers aren't willing to let them get knocked around and put a game out of reach. Most skippers have a quicker hook this time of the year.
Close, but called a ball. Ball one. Here's the veteran outfielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Foul ball. Lee, in his 11th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club, And he's a native of South Korea.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Game 1 of the World Series. And now for the Jays, Alex Freeland.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Here's the 0-2. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Rodriguez wants to challenge that one. Thought it was a strike. In the air, left field. Soto takes it in for the out. And there are 2 down. Now at the plate, Chase DeLauter. DeLauter launched a homer in his most recent game. What a stop to first. Nicely done for the out. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the inning, Ty Rodriguez up now for the Mets.
The great players find a way to come through in the clutch, Boo. Think about this. 10 different players hit at least 11 walk-off homers in their career, and 9 of them are in the Hall of Fame. If he keeps it up long enough, he just may join them.
Swing and a high drive. That one way back there. On its way. Gone. So I got that going for me, which is nice. He hammers one out to center. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson.
Well, these Blue Jays just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
The 0-1. Gets him to chase after that one. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that just misses. Pitcher challenges. He thought it was a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Runner at second, 2 down. Check swing. He held up. And it's 1-1.
Almost got him to commit, but he held back.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Game 1 of the World Series. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Jason Dominguez. And it's fouled away.
Well, these Jays just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Good job to fight that one off.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Swings through that one.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at-bat.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. 2 down, bases empty. And next for Toronto, Jung-Hoo Lee. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home. And
another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Back here in Queens, start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Alex Freeland. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
All game long, he's really done a great job of keeping these hitters guessing. You've got to play with that front foot. He's done exactly that, keeping them off balance.
Got him. 1 out.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
Comes up empty. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
DeLauder stands in now and watches strike 1. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Gunnar Henderson.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient, take some pitches, see if you can extend those at-bats and get some base runners off.
99 miles per hour to finish him off. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Well, that 2-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
And a big swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Bichette in the box again. Takes the strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 7th, Ty Rodriguez up now for the Mets. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that one is out of here. A Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 6-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Out to short, Weatherholt. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. Great play out there, and that keeps the perfect game alive.
It's no secret teams need strong starting pitching to win in the postseason. Your Game 1 starter can set the tone for the series, and it feels like that's what's happening tonight. He really delivered for his team by going deep into this game.
The 0-2. And they'll do it again. The Mets up big in this one here in the late stages of Game 1. Got it looking. And a couple of quick outs. Jung-Hoo Lee next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Next to him, Ty Rodriguez. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. There's a line drive to left field, and that will end the inning. Rodriguez back out for the 9th. Complete game within reach. He's earned his shot, Siggy.
Yeah, but now it's about focus and execution. He wants to walk off the mound to applause, not traffic. Hey! Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
And that drops in for a strike.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Outside low, ball one. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. It's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Way out front for strike 2. Struck him out without a swing. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here. And this is it. 1 out away from perfection. DeLauder in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Yeah. They're down to their final strike. Next offering upstairs.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Right through there, got it. Ball game. So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
Qué bonito está el cielo que a mí me tapa. Y esa brisa de diciembre que entra por la casa. Que sobresale la sal del mar de mi playa. Que aunque no tiene tren, su sierra es nevada.
Showing the slab in today's game, Roki Sasaki. What do we need to know? Now the number 2 hitter, Ty Rodriguez. Crushed, left center field. This one's deep, forget it. That's his 3rd home run of the series. And the Mets on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of there.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. And it's off the wall. Soto scores. It's 4-0. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he's squared up.
Runner breaks for 3rd. Swing and a pop-up. Henderson. That is the inning. Runner at 2nd here, 1 gone. Swing and a high drive. That one way back there. On its way. Gone. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to their lead. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. He's flexing his power with another home run, Boo. Not surprising when you've got that kind of pop, but always impressive going deep twice in the same game.
Game 2 of the World Series. Ty Rodriguez up now for the Mets. No question about this one. It's out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 8-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. I mean, what a performance we're seeing in this one. 3 home runs in a World Series game, ridiculous. And that's what backyard dreams are made of, and he's living it in real time. It's only been done a couple of times in history, so this is really special.
Rodriguez had a sensational showing in the win. Blasted off for 3 homers in a game.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boo. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.
Ty Rodriguez, the next to hit. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Swinging a foul straight back. Rodriguez knocked home 5 runs in his last game. The 0-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. So digging in, Bryce Eldridge. Step off throw to 1st. And he's back safely. Just getting started here in Toronto. To 3rd. There's one. Back to to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Swing and a base hit, and that keeps the inning alive. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Dunks one down, base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. Got him looking for the strikeout. Good job. Rodriguez, a former Gold Glove winner, 25 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And first offering is fouled off. And that one hammered, ranging back. And brings it in at the wall. So a man at first. Ty Rodriguez getting ready to hit. He's a guy who does it all. Line drive. And that'll do it. So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Roger. And here's the slugger who starts at DH, Ty Rodriguez.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this line.
Oh, this is deep to left center, way back there, on its way, gone. A 2-run shot, his 6th of the series, and the Mets jump in front. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at-bat to give your team the lead. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Rodriguez has the ball to start this one.
Yeah, and the mission's clear. Get ahead and get in rhythm. Put in work early in the count, and suddenly the whole mound feels a little bit bigger.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that drops in for a strike. That one catches the corner.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract. Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Henderson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Outside low, and that's ball 2. Swings through that one out in front that time. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Headed for the plate, he'll score, and they take a 3-run lead. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he's squared up.
Runner takes off in the dirt. Throw to third, save. That wasn't close.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. And there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down, but he gambled. Now he's at third, 90 feet.
And that is that. The 4th game of the World Series. And now for the Jays, Theo Gillen. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez, Game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland, and man, hit a double off the wall. Great feeling for a guy who would eventually go into the Hall of Fame.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Next offering is down low. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Gillen wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. Another one, that's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way, coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
That one at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Alex Freeland stands in now and watches strike 1. Just missed.
Ball.
That's in there. Now 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now for the Jays, number 13. There's a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots.
Ball outside.
They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Rodriguez thought that was a strike, and here's the challenge. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
The baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate.
So impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the bat expands.
Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Man at first, 1 away. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate more. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Rodriguez ready to go again up against a hitter with some serious MVP buzz.
Yeah, and it isn't just height. This hitter can...
Foul ball.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here. That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 6-0.
Now he's just showing off out there. And who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way.
Well, he's living up to his power-hitting reputation today, Boo. A second homer just confirms what we already knew about his ability to hit the ball a long way.
High fly ball, right field. Castro under it. And there's one down. Gets the call. Strike one.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike three.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Got him swinging for the K. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. And next for the Mets, Ty Rodriguez.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Inside, just missed. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
He'll challenge. Thought that was a ball. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Still couldn't catch up to the good velocity, good run those last few inches through the zone. This guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
That one to triple digits.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Got it. Home after the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Castro on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. So first and second with 2 outs. Now it's going to be Ty Rodriguez. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. The 0-1. Dives and he can't hang on. He decides to eat it, and everyone's safe. The bases are loaded. So bases all loaded up. Bryce Eldridge will hit next. The 1-2. Freeland gets it to first, and that is that. The 4th game of the World Series. And now for the Jays, Chase DeLauder. First pitch misses. Rodriguez wants to challenge that one. Thought it was a strike.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Way out front for strike two.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
That was pretty nasty. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Henderson.
Nope, ball.
Fouled off left side. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have. There on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Just missed.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
The 2-2 on the way. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2-2 down. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
On the outside corner, that's strike 1.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
On the ground to 3rd. Whips it across, and there's 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Lee in the box now. No balls and a strike. There's the strike. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. 2 outs, runner at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Ty Rodriguez.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Swings over the top of that one.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
This one in the air, center field. Gillen under it. And that's the 3rd out. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Alex Freeland. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Make it 18 strikeouts on the day.
Well, I've always said it's tough. A elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
Just
That's
missed.
the ball. Outside.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The Jays with a lot of ground to make up here in Game 4 of the World Series. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
DeLauder in the box again. Takes a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Tyler Phillips.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. You still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone. All this team needs is one more win, but when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game, it's a win of an inning. It's a win of it at bat, it's a win of a pitch count, and that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the New York Mets and the Toronto. Now it's the DH, Ty Rodriguez.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Rodriguez went deep twice in his last game.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are...
There's a swing and a drive. Gillen ranging back and brings it in at the wall.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Rodriguez in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Man at second. And there's a foul ball.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Line drive. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard-hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Rodriguez, the next to hit, takes ball one. Swing and a high drive. That one way back there. On its way. Gone. So I got that going for me, which is nice. He circles the bases, and they cut into the deficit. It's 7-5. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. BP all over again.
So 2 down, tied Rodriguez. Up now for the Mets.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they rally from 5 back. It's 8-7.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. For a guy with top-tier power, this is just another day at the office. Always a threat to send one out. I just don't know how you're supposed to pitch to him.
So now the DH spot, tied Rodriguez. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Comes up empty. And that's a strikeout looking. We saw plenty of offense in this one.
Yeah, no doubt, and they were wearing out home plate. Just look at these numbers, and we were treated to a lot of fireworks in this one.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm from the MI. I-S-S-I-P-P-I. Don't get we do not divide. Like, gon' get denied. We about to book down to your king. I can know the kick king. You is not my friend. I pull my pants up, then I did my dance on the.
And on the hill in this one, Roki Sasaki. What do you have on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. We'll also go the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Ty Rodriguez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 0-2 now. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it. So that's an infield knock. Runner on at first with one gone. Bryce Eldridge will hit now. Quick move to first. Rodriguez dives back in safely. Runner on the move. Nice grab. Fires to first. There's one. What a play. Inning over. It's the 6th game of this World Series. So now here's the Mets DH, Ty Rodriguez. Yeah, that's fouled off. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
That one opts against the fence.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Man at second. Runner takes off for third. In there for strike 3. Throw bounces in, and he's safe. Austin Wells, the next to hit. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Got him. Wow. Rodriguez locks in. You can feel it. Big moment here.
Yeah, everyone in the yard just sat up in their seats. So did I, Boo.
Line shot into the gap should score at least one. Runner around third. One runs in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. And the Mets even it up. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3. Rodriguez stepping in now. If he goes deep here, we may not see that helmet again until next series.
Yeah, might as well order the Gatorade shower now, Boo. This place will erupt.
So bases all loaded up. Bryce Eldridge up now for the runner on the go. On the ground to third. Steps on the bag for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. First and second. 2 outs. Austin Wells digs in now. In the air, left field. Full extension makes the catch. And the New York Mets have done it. They are World Series champions.
The huge congrats to the World Series champs. This was an incredibly special team all season long, and what I love most is that these home fans that supported this team game in and game out, they got to witness it in their home ballpark. So many memories over this season, but in this game, the city is already going crazy.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game.